So this is something that I've always felt very strongly about, even through my years of growing up. But it's definitely something that is, I think, a big issue today, especially with social media, Instagram to be exact. And this is not just for my competitors. This is truly for anybody. I know that with social media and those of you that, are into fitness, whether it's being a competitor or just being into, looking a certain way or whatever your goals are, you tend to fall into that fall victim to just scrolling through Instagram and looking at other people and judging yourself, based on them, comparing yourself to them, maybe looking like a certain other person your goal. And I can tell you guys, honest to God, from the bottom of my heart, from the time I ever started working out from when I was a kid, I never ever wanted to look like somebody else. I never had a female bodybuilder idol that I wanted to look like. I never had another competitor that I wanted to look like. I had people that I admired their work ethic and I admired their physique, but I didn't make that my goal because I'll never be them. They'll never be me. The shape of my body, the way my muscles are, the way that my metabolism is, the way every single little thing about my body is completely different to theirs. And it'll never be like theirs, even if there's somebody who's kind of similarly built like you. And this is something not just women get into, but men too. I have so many people that send me a picture and say, this is my goal. This is what I want to look like. And it's really hard for me to, just flat out say, no, this is like a horrible goal. I try to be very nice about it, but truly, no, it's a horrible goal. The worst goal you could ever have is a picture of somebody else. You'll never succeed. You'll never reach your goal. Even if they have a comparable build to you, you aren't them. They aren't you. You'll never be satisfied with how you look if you're basing it on the way somebody else looks. You can want to change you. You can want to make your shoulders better. You can want to make your abs leaner. You can want to make your legs thicker or leaner or tighter, but don't base that off the way somebody else looks. Then you get caught up in trying to figure out, what do they do? What's their protocol? What's their workouts? What's their diet so that I can look like them? And then you're talking internally, which just because you have the same body build as somebody, you can literally have totally different internal functions. Just because you are long and lean doesn't mean that you have the same metabolism, the same, macro needs as somebody who's long and lean. Just because they got a certain way by working out a certain way doesn't mean that you're going to achieve that look working out a certain way. Every single person is so different. And I try to stress this in so many of my videos when it comes to diet, workouts, anything. Everybody is unique. You are all unique. And you need to treat your goals that way too. Your goals are unique. They should be based on you, not somebody else, as similar as you may think that person is. Because I guarantee when you get down to it, no matter how much you think you're like somebody, you're probably totally different. I know other female bodybuilders who are extremely similar to my size, my build. And the way that we train, the way that our nutrition is couldn't be any more different. Polar opposites to achieve the same look, when it comes down to it. And, if I would base the way that I train or the way that I eat on the way that a friend of mine who's a, IFBB pro physique competitor trains and eats, it would be completely, backwards maybe for what I need. So don't make somebody else your goal. Make yourself your goal, a better you, a healthier you, whatever your goal may be, a bigger you, a smaller you, whatever the heck it is, you are the goal, not somebody else. So when you're scrolling on Facebook or Instagram, use that maybe as motivation or in just, an interest in looking at other people and seeing what other people do, but don't judge yourself based on what they look like and what they do. Figure it out for yourself and what you need. If you have a program, obviously you're following, that's why you have that. You have somebody, me or whoever your coach is, putting that, that time into that, figuring out what you need specifically. Don't just try to guess and do what somebody else does and follow what they do. So hopefully that helps you guys to really hone in on making better goals for yourself rather than, just picking somebody else out there who, again, same thing with social media. Like I always say, you don't even know if that person really looks like that. It could be all smoke and mirrors.